Right, over here we have the full Dream Stars team. At least everyone I collected. I don't have Milet Villa or El Kurowani. I don't have Luis Suarez, the 12th man, Elliot Anderson. So, I obviously can't rate them, but everyone else that I do have, I will be playing around 5 to 10 games, maybe 7 games I think it was, just to feel them out, check them out, see how they do in those handful of games. So to make up the Dream Star squad, we obviously have in centre back Luka Vuskovic, and playing opposite him we have Van Dijk, obviously, because we don't have a extra centre back. But next to him we have Malang Sarr, which is our second centre back from the Dream Stars squad. In front of him we have the pivot of Patrick Berg, which is from the Dream Stars, and Vitinha, which is from the Team of the Year, because we don't have Anderson. As the wingbacks, we have Christos Solis, because we don't have El Karouani. We use Solis, the left mid, as the left wingback, and we use Ryerson as the right back. Attacking mid, we have the Arrascaeta, obviously, he fits there. He's an attacking mid. 2 forwards up front. Kenan Yildiz on the left side and Igor Thiago on the right side. The bench, no need to worry about that. We have Saliba, Gabriel, Matthias, Pires, Dybala, Trezeguet, Rivaldo, Batistuta, the normal people that are on my usual squad. I just moved them to the bench because we're focusing on the Dream Stars. So we'll get into the couple of games and we'll see how they're doing. I'll just play the highlights here and let you know my thoughts on them. So I'll start at the bottom of the freaking barrel. F tier. Safe to say there's no one in there. E tier, I didn't put anyone there either. D tier is also clean. There's no one there. So bottom 3 tiers has no one. We don't put anyone there. At least they're not that bad. C tier, however, is where we get our first player. And that player is Malang Sarr. Why is he in C tier? Because he's just a decent card. He's a decent defender. He does his job fine. He's good at certain times, and at other times, mostly, he's just non-existent in the team. He's just nowhere to be seen, and he just doesn't do anything for the most part of the game. The most part of the game, Van Dijk and Vuskovic doing the defending, and Sarr is just there. Every now and then he pops up and does something, but other than that, he's just a subpar, middle of the road kind of card. B tier, we have 2 players, starting with Christos Solis. He goes forward well, right? Does his job well. He's a left mid. Obviously, he's supposed to go forward well. He's decent at tracking back, so that's a plus. So he needs to help out the defense, because Malang Sarr, who is also on the side that Christos Solis plays, does not do a lot. So we need Solis to help out. Although Solis also doesn't really do much defensively, but he also just has his moments. And yeah, he does assist though, which is really nice. He is also decent at moving rapidly up and down the flank. So I think that puts him at B tier. Second player at B tier, Georgian, the Arrascaeta. He scores, he assists, but for the most part, he just kinda isn't in the game. He falls back and collects a ball from the defenders. That is something that he does, but that's kinda not an issue since Thiago and Yildiz already falls back far enough so that they can get the ball from the defenders. Almost like a Harry Kane kind of player is what I get from Thiago and Yildiz, where they like fall back and they collect the ball from the back and play it forward so that they can eventually be up front to score. So the Arrascaeta's role is essentially the same thing that Yildiz and Thiago is doing, but it's not needed when Yildiz and Thiago is already doing that. So he should essentially just be in the C tier, but that is unfair because he is doing what he has to. He's just not needed because Yildiz and Thiago is there. So that's why I put him B tier. He does have his moments. I believe he scores like every few games, maybe. He assists every few games. He does have his moments. He's similar to, I would say, a Messi at camp, or when I play with him at camp, where he's just non-existent and then he'll pop up to be part of the play, and then he'll disappear again, and then he'll pop up suddenly, assist, something like that, which B tier. Moving on, A tier, we have 3 players who deserves to be A tier, in my opinion. They are definitely top 5 Dream Stars players that I got from the event. Number 1, Luka Vuskovic. He's a great defender, great ball-playing defender. He stops the attacks well. He plays the ball great. He also, from time to time, scores. So, you know, He's tall enough to where if you have a corner, you just throw the ball into the box. He's there. He might pop up and hit it to the back of the net. So he also plays crazy balls sometimes. I don't know if it's on any of the clips that I might play, but I do play him in my main squad. Sometimes I start him, sometimes I bring him on as a sub, but even the main squad. And he plays really well. Julian Ryerson, great right back. He goes forward well. He tracks back well. He assists. He's decently quick with his feet. He can keep the ball well. And yeah, he's just everything you'd expect from a fullback. And he plays really good, except he doesn't play good enough to be out of the 80. Patrick Berg might genuinely be I don't know why he's in 80th. Maybe just because he even max here. He's just such a great player. He's just such a great defensive mid. He tracks back amazing. He helps out the defense so much, which is his job because of the defensive mid. But he does it so good. His passes are great range with the passing. His position is amazing. He has great stamina. He can play multiple games and not lose that much stamina. Obviously, you have to sub him off. Sometimes you can't play multiple 90-minute games. That would be crazy. He's just great. He can also score, and he is able to fill almost any gap on the pitch. So you basically almost an attacking mid-like player where he just fills the gaps, and he is also very good with the ball at his feet. He's a very good player. So he is at the top of the ATF S tier 2 player. The 2 players I haven't talked about yet. Can't say enough about them. Thiago, amazing positioning. He scores. He's a great striker. Balls any gap. He always seems to get on the end of the ball. It doesn't matter where on the pitch he is. He's just amazing. Backs up, goals, assists, amazing with the ball at his feet. He's just the best player of all the Dream Stars. If not, let's say he's arguably the best player of all the Dream Stars. If the star by himself wasn't part of the squad. Kenan Jynkx, same. Amazing striker. He scores, he assists, keeps the ball well. His passes are great, his positioning is great. He even tracks back to pick up the ball from the defense, not even the midfield, the defense. And he's as well, just like Thiago, he's a freaking bag. Those 2 players are just so good. But we have to end it. I can't keep praising them over and over. So, and they're not even maxed yet anyway. Yeah, so all in all, it's a good squad. I might keep it like this minus some exceptions like Sa, who would probably be dropped for Saliba, Gabriel, Bastoni, Bremer, or even my Max or Niamax, Kalulu, maybe even Locatelli is a better centre back, and maybe everyone in B tier would be benched, although none of the Dream Stars are maxed, so we might revisit this and do 10 live games when they are. Other than that though, amazing squad. I just can't wait to see how they're gonna play when they're all maxed.